guys, it's that time again. Which is better? And it'll be between Individual Thought Patterns by Def and Covenant by Morbid Angel. And before I continue, I'm going to leave links in the description down below to check out songs by Possessed. And leave links to check out my Instagram and Twitter pages. There you get to see what bands I'm listening to, as well as what my band merch collection looks like. So looking at Individual Thought Patterns by Def, there is quite a simple dependency related to this album, which most know very well. And this is another Def album which no such thing as a very good or good songs. They're just pretty much brilliant to every detail. And Chunk once again has managed to make another considerable progress. Now it should be outlined that the music on this album is actually very technical and extensive and even rich in various details. And when I say various details, I mean acoustics, keyboards, and even quite bold melodies, but no means cheesy. Still very Def metal and even more thrilling from the point of view in terms of atmosphere. Again, references to the keyboard inserts that are showing everything. To put it simply, they managed to break through and paradoxically improve the Human album despite the same thoughts on it. Kind of like shifting the previous peak to another level. It's also made its own strongly refreshed accompanying lineup, but it's actually like on every Def album. The only one from the previous lineup, Steve DiGiorgio, this time reached for a fretless bass and added even a lot more interesting decorations, and also added a few excellent solos, especially towards the end of the song The Philosopher. Honestly speaking, he recorded some of the best bass parts that have appeared on a Def album. Gene Hoglan, previously known for his work in Dark Angel, also joins the band, and this time has shown to be one of the best drummers to accompany Chuck. Gene is definitely a different type of drummer compared to Reinhardt, but equally interesting and with more fast paces. Finally, a surprise, and this is the second guitarist during this album's session, and it was Andy LaRock from King Diamond himself. He filled the task, which is not so obvious, perfectly at the same time showed that he was able to find himself on a completely different style as well. Equally excellent in the sound of the whole cleaner, more powerful, and at the same time warmer, especially from the rhythm section. The songs are equally brilliant. They maintain the style characteristic of Def, and at the same time each of them has an original and extremely different idea. It's not without reason that this album is said to be one of the best that Chuck Schuldiner ever recorded under the name of Def. So switching gears, we're going to look at Covenant by Morbid Angel. Now, Morbid Angel's third album really was open for Def metal's mainstream popularity. The release of this album represented a commercial peak of Def metal, and it's a peak that neither Morbid Angel nor Def metal as a whole has kind of not followed up on. The first element of the album that must be examined here is the guitar, as Morbid Angel is very much a guitar-driven band. The riff fills on Covenant consist of two main kinds, those that are sludgy and slow, such as the main riff on God of Emptiness, those that are fast and consistently mostly of tremolo picking by Trey Azatoth, such as on Rapture. Covenant is very much dominated by the fast tremolo style riffs. When slower and more mid-tempo riffs appear, they mix much better with the surrounding music. The proper meshing of those slow chugging riffs and the fast tremolo riffs raises the overall quality of the songs on this album. Trey's solos and also finally come up into their own as a unique variation of the Slayer-style screaming Rami bar solo. Now, a thorough new wave of British heavy metal attitude, though they have not yet developed into the warped lava that they will soon become in the later Morbid Angel albums. Looking at Pete Sandoval's drumming, he doesn't really change his style. His style is just constant blast beats, double bass rolls, and occasional fills. This is because he doesn't really need to change, and you'll see in later albums he mostly doesn't. God of Emptiness is notable for the fact that it sees a large slowdown version in his tempo, but the drums on Covenant mostly serve as a metronome or Trey to buzz out riffs. He is over his deeper and more guttural vocal style from Blessed Are the Sick and uses it to great effect. The only song where he uses his raspy alters era's vocal style is on Angel of Disease. It's a fine song, but slightly held back by Vincent's vocal style. The most noble and interesting of Vincent's vocal styles on Covenant, however, are his cleans, which he puts to good use on God of Emptiness. Vincent's clean breaks up the monotony and can develop after listening to around about 40 minutes of death metal vocals. On a separate note, God of Emptiness is one of the best Morbid Angel album closers of all time as it gradually gets slower and fades away. As for Vincent's bass, despite mostly playing behind Trey's guitar, it surfaces during an interlude of Age of Disease to magnificent effect. Other than that, the bass doesn't do much except hold up the low end like it's supposed to. This album should serve as an introduction into all extreme metal for any newbies. Even though it's a mainstream album by extreme metal standards, their sound is not simplified by any means, as a new listener may gradually progress into the territory of demos, obscure bands, and Covenant may hold up to some scrutiny in that respect. So there you have it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought was the better album. Other than that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.